So most people think that RV parks are just about renting campsites for $50 a night, but they're so much bigger than that. I'm Michelle Bisson, and to date I've acquired 6 RV parks worth $32.5 million in the last 2 years alone using creative financing. But here's what most investors don't get. RV parks aren't just real estate. They're outdoor hospitality businesses with multiple profit centers stacked one on top of each other. Today I'm breaking down 8 revenue streams that we actively use in our parks with real numbers from our operations, so you can see exactly how we turn basic campgrounds into cash flowing machines generating over $300,000 annually beyond just the site rentals. Here's the thing about RV parks that changed everything for me. While everyone else is chasing 20 single-family rentals to replace income, one well-positioned RV park with the right value adds can generate the same cash flow or more. Why? Because you're not a landlord. You're running a business attached to real estate. That means you get real estate appreciation, tax benefits, and immediate cash flow from day one. Plus, every dollar of additional income you create increases your property's value by $10 to $15 or more per pad when you go to sell. The key is understanding that having utilities and Wi-Fi are just the basics. The real money is in the revenue streams I'm about to show you. So let me walk you through exact revenue streams we use across our portfolio, starting with the foundation and building up to the profit maximizers. Stream number 1, site rentals, done right. Look, everyone knows about site rentals, but most operators are leaving money on the table. The game changer for us has been our hybrid model. Instead of chasing every dollar from nightly guests, we dedicate 30% of our parks to long-term residents that pay just under $1,000 a month. Now here's why this works. Those long-term folks generate about $32,000 monthly at just one of our parks alone. That base revenue covers our mortgage, our utilities, staff salaries, everything. So when families roll in paying $60 to $120 per night, that's just pure profit on top of it. The mistake most operators make, treating every site the same. Pull-through sites, waterfront locations, 50 amp service, these command premium rates. We increased one park from $275,000 to $375,000 in 6 months just by optimizing our site mix. Stream number 2, ice machines. This one blew my mind when I first saw the numbers. RV travelers are constantly buying ice for coolers, drinks, hot weather, camping. Instead of just letting them drive to town, we capture that spending on site. Our ice machines can generate up to about $50,000 annually at some parks. Think about it, 70 bags per day at $250 each during peak season, your cost, water and electricity. Everything else flows straight to your bottom line. One of our parks hit $52,000 in the first year of revenue with only $8,000 in operating costs. That's $44,000 in profit from one machine that paid for itself in just under a year. Place these near your office or camp store and they're visible and well lit. Stream number 3 is our golf cart rentals. $100,000 moneymaker. This is my favorite revenue stream because it's so obvious that once you see it, modern RV parks span huge acreages. Families with kids, older guests, they don't want to walk half a mile to the pool. They'll gladly pay for the convenience. We're making $100,000 annually from a golf cart rental, and we charge $75 to $150 per day. At our 94-acre park, we have 20 carts with another 20 on the way because demand is so strong. Now here's the beauty. We seller finance the fleet. The seller literally dropped them off before we even closed the deal. Started with 2 to 3 carts to test our market, and then you scale up. Just don't forget liability insurance and rental agreements. Make sure you also get driver's licenses on file. Stream number 4, cabin rentals. Higher rates, same property. Here's something most park owners miss. Tons of people want the camping experience but don't own an RV. They're flying in, testing the lifestyle, and just want something different on vacation. Cabins can command about $120 to $250 per night versus the $60 to $120 for regular sites. Same property, higher revenue per square foot. The key is positioning these as glamping experiences. Keep them simple and clean because you're not trying to run a luxury resort. We're adding more across our portfolio just because they consistently book at premium rate all year round. Stream 5, convenience store, capturing impulse spending. Guests will pay premium prices for convenience, period. Ice, firewood, s'mores kits, basic grocery stuff they need, but they don't want to drive into town for. Some of our parks can generate $8,000 or more in any of our convenience stores. The average guest spends between $10 per visit with retail margins of about 40 to 60%. Focus on high margin impulse items, camping essentials, not trying to be a full-on grocery store. Even simple additions like firewood bundles can add a massive amount annually with a minimal overhead. Stock local souvenirs, branded merchandise. People love to take home logo gear. Stream number 6, food service. Keep guests on the property. Families on vacation don't want to cook for every meal. We're not talking about building out a full restaurant, even though I have one. Here I'm thinking pizza windows, coffee stations, weekend barbecues, or partnering with food trucks. Even a simple coffee and ice cream operation can generate $15,000 to $30,000 seasonally. Food trucks are great because they pay site fees plus revenue sharing. It's a win-win for everybody. We're actually converting an old haunted house space into a flex room that can host coffee service events and even kids' DJ nights. Start simple before investing in full kitchens and know your local health department requirements. Stream number 7, day use and pool passes. Monetize existing infrastructure. Here's something that opened my eyes. We found money sitting around right under our noses. Local families and nearby primitive campers will pay access to premium amenities. It's revenue from infrastructure you already have. At one of our parks, we've got this amazing setup with a great lake that we seed every couple of years with fresh fish. We do fishing tournaments, duck derby races, and even have paddle boats people can use for free if they're staying with us. But here's the thing. People from nearby campgrounds and locals kept asking if they could bring their families to our facilities. So we started offering day passes at $10 to $15 per person. During peak season, this generates about $250,000 with minimum additional costs. We're talking about facilities we've already built and maintained. The pool, playground, lake, access, fishing areas, all of that. The key is to not oversell it. You never want day users crowding out your paying guests who are spending $60 to $120 per night. But when you've got the capacity, especially during weekdays or shoulder seasons, it's basically free money. At one of our properties, we see families drive over from primitive camping areas that don't have these amenities, and their kids just want to spend time swimming, and parents want a clean bathroom, and everyone wants access to our lake activities. We're providing value while capturing revenue from infrastructure that's already there and paid for. Stream number 8, laundromat operations and steady moneymaker. This one's a gold mine that most operators underestimate. RV travelers constantly need laundry facilities. Kids getting muddy, camping clothes, extended road trips, they'll use machines whether you provide them or they have to drive into town. The beauty of a laundromat operation is the steady, predictable revenue with minimal labor. We use cards or app-based machines that track usage automatically. High-efficiency washers and dryers run constantly Friday through Sunday with decent volume during the week. Here's the math. Charge $3 to $4 per wash a cycle, $3 to $4 per dryer. A busy campground can see 200 plus loads per week during a peak season. That's $1,200 to $1,600 weekly just from laundry, adding up to $30,000 to $40,000 annually with minimal oversight. Install machines in a secure, well-lit building with good ventilation, and the revenue is so consistent. The key is matching capacity to your guest count. Too many, and you're not maximizing revenue per machine. Start with 2 to 3 washer dryer sets and add based on usage patterns. Here's how these streams compound in the real world. It's not just about adding revenue, it's about creating attached rates and maximizing capacity. Golf carts have limited inventory, so they rent at premium rates. Ice machines work 24/7 with no labor. The convenience store captures impulse purchases from every guest interaction. Food service keeps people on property longer, spending more money. The key is understanding seasonality and dynamic pricing. During peak season, everything runs at maximum capacity and premium rates. During shoulder seasons, focus on the streams that work year-round, like long-term guests and convenience sales. One of our parks went from breaking even at $100,000 of annual profit increase just by implementing 4 of these streams strategically. If you're just starting, here's my recommended sequence. Start with these 3 first: site optimization, ice machines, and a convenience store. These are low-risk, high-return foundations that prove the concept. Add next golf cart rentals and cabin and RV rentals once those operations are dialed in. These require more management, but generate serious revenue. Scale up to food service and specialized amenities based on your specific location and guest demographics. Key metrics to track is store revenue per occupied site, golf cart utilization rates, ice sales per guest, average revenue per guest across all streams. And remember, every stream you add increases both cash flow and property value. We've added over $1 million in property value through strategic amenity implementation. Most investors are still thinking about RV parks like they're just campgrounds, but we're in the outdoor hospitality business, creating experiences people will pay premium rates for. If you want to dive deeper into the due diligence process, utilities, zoning, site counts, and deal structuring, make sure to subscribe and ask questions. See you in the next video.